I should pop up the chat. Give me one sec. Got like 4 hours of sleep, so who knows how this will go. You know. Okay, internet's probably gonna be bad, but you know that's nothing new at this point. All right, let's read this epic Umineko fan fiction, I guess, because you know why not. I played the first stage of this already. It was pretty short though, so you aren't missing much. This is a new game by Wolfie. It's basically a combination of the Witch Tower games and Dandy games, I guess. And he had Wookie, who I believe is the main guy behind Warp the Worlds, help him out with some stuff. Or well, it was a collab, so. Okay, so this is an Umineko fanfic with some epic OCs, apparently. Alright, so we're gonna eat the Dandies to become a witch, I guess. Okay. Oh, so this is a fascinating hub screen. I guess let's go with the Peppermint Dandy. Hello, Wafu.
I am so excited.
Okay, so let's see what... There's no BGM here. Oh, and if you take that you go back to the...
So, Umineko, episode 9.
Yeah. So, there's no BGM here. I hope some starts playing. Oh god, this looks silly. No, it wasn't bad. Okay. Okay, so I guess the gimmick here is, well, moving spikes.
Okay, we got BGM now, so that's all good.
It's really loud, I should probably turn it down. One sec. Okay, that's better.
Man, Umineko got weird.
It did. I wouldn't be surprised. What was that?
The twist that shocked the world.
Oh yeah.
You were actually the kid the whole time.
I want to get this cycle.
So this is an interesting collab. Nothing I really thought of ever, but
come on. This isn't going well so far. I'm really bad at anything with timed elements like this.
you still waking up, Noogie. This is not that hard.
Yeah, I got like 4 hours of sleep and I just got out of bed, so... There we go. Or not. I guess you want to just do a single jump out of the vine there. Okay, you can't do it with a single jump, so... okay. The first stage of this had no vines, so I was kind of disappointed, but looks like we've got the full witch experience now.
It's not a witch game without vines.
Hope there would be water too, because you know, I love water.
And vines in water.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see. Something like that. Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Do you see that the spikes have faces on them?
I do. I mean, how would I not see that?
Very mocking. It's like RO7's here with us.
So I have like faith in Woofy to design stuff that's not like completely obnoxious, and so far he's been doing a good job with that. Let's hope it keeps up.
I mean, if this game goes south, I doubt it's going to be because of the new level.
Yeah. Wow, that was a good jump. So I guess the spikes kind of turn around when they're moving, which messes with their hitbox a bit, but so far it's not proving to be a big issue.
You okay? That cough sounded bad.
I'm still kind of recovering from my plague, as it were, but I'm fine. Okay. Oh shit. So there's a lot of different timed elements you have to kind of all put together on the screen. A bit interesting.
Wow.
It's just one of the dandies. There's no truth in this game.
The blue truth.
But was there even a blue truth in Umineko?
But there was never a blue dandy either.
That's true.
This is the hidden dandy.
Oh, I entered the Peppermint Dandy, so apparently this is Peppermint Dandy.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be really disappointed if the end of this doesn't have another now the dandy you understandy line.
Apparently this game actually ends with a boss, so that'll be...
that can only end well.
Yeah, that'll be fascinating.
I mean, I don't think Wolfie's ever done a boss, so I imagine it's by the Warp the Worlds guy.
Yeah. Ah, dipped too high there. So yeah, nothing is too bad so far as long as you realize what the game expects from you. Ah, come on. Last jump is fairly tricky. Someone is messaging me on Discord, but I can't look at them right now.
Fine.
Okay, there we go. Ah, too early.
Hope the boss is like Lucia or something. And land with Lucia like throwing 10,000 bullets in a single second.
I mean, at this rate, the final boss is probably just Beatrice. Or the OC that uses Beatrice's sprite, I guess.
OC.
Come on.
Disappointed it wasn't original R07 art.
Yeah, that is a little sad, but I guess they didn't want to trigger people. There we go. That save took too long. There's no secret over here. I'm disappointed.
did you just try and get the corner?
I got the corner.
Why do you always think there's a secret in the corner?
I mean, Wolfie's games have really silly secrets, so...
Fair enough.
Come on. There we go.
I think my favorite one of Wolfie's is in Witch's Needle, I think. If you try and jump over the gate, the sun will crash into you and telling you to do the fucking gate.
Oh yeah, that one's good. Okay, that's what you want to do. Oh, okay. There's no safe spot. So I just want to keep moving. Okay, this is a safe spot. Let's look at what's happening. That'd probably help. Okay. There we go. That wasn't too bad.
Rare footage of an I-1 player looking before they leave.
Yeah. Ah. I failed to press the jump key, which is, a pretty good failure to make.
It happens to all of us. Sometimes your brain says jump and your hands just say no.
Okay, this spike is a slow-moving spike. Actually, not really sure why that spike exists there. There's no way it's gonna kill you and just kind of waste your time at the end of the save, but whatever. Okay, there are shot blockers. No cheese. Not that it really matters for these jumps. Okay, let's wait for this guy. Maybe we just want to run as fast as we can. No, that doesn't seem to get the timing. Oh, that worked somehow. Oh, and there's water. I'm so glad.
God bless Wolfie. Didn't resist getting. It's kind of weird looking at the Dandy games now because, like, you just know what Wolfie wants to do, which is that he fucking loves vines and water.
Well, the extra of Strawberry has plenty of vines and water. So you want to do something like that? Come on. Okay, don't hit the spike. Ah, that's a really tight window there, actually. Well, I say really tight, but compared to stuff in like Rukido games, I suppose it's not very tight. Yeah, there we go.
Well, speaking of, you played a couple screens of Piff, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm a fan of Rukido's style. I should probably play an entire game of his, though. It's kind of hard, though, because his games are all really ancient and have, like, restarting music, which makes them very hard to play. At least for me.
Do not... Don't bully Rukido.
Okay. This screen's pretty easy so far. This is a safe spot. Should I go for the corner?
Oh, it's so tempting, isn't it? It's just sitting
Yeah.
there.
It wants you to go for it so badly. This part is kind of tricky. Looks like you want to bonk your head for some additional speed. Yeah, that works. Okay. There we go. Oh, now it combines the spikes with water. That's interesting. Oh, and you want to keep your double jump. Oh, okay. Tricksy. I don't know what the timing for this is. Actually, I see if this water refreshes your jump. Okay, it doesn't. This one to make sure. Okay, so you can't make that jump when the spike is on the left. So that leaves the question of what timing I actually want to do. This is kind of confusing. Yeah, let's just try going as early as possible. Okay, yeah, that worked. When in doubt, just try and do everything as quickly as possible. Cycles.
Cycles.
Wow, you have to wait. Okay, maybe I should just try not waiting. That seems to work. Oh god. It came right for me.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Man, this fan game name though. Jason enjoys the witch's dangerous Dandies.
Oh yeah.
That is such a name.
Like, apparently the kid is named Jason in this. I don't really know why they saw fit to name the kid Jason, but there you go.
I mean, the kid looks like a Jason to me.
Well, he's not a Chad, that's for sure.
No, he's not a Chad.
The guy, that's a Chad.
Yeah, Pete, don't worry. There's always the lingering mooginess.
Yeah, it's always kind of a thing. Should I refresh my jump? I probably should, it looks like. Okay. Oh, okay. That guy came back at me. Oh, you can't make... Well, I think you might be able to make that jump, but it's not worth trying.
See, these are the kind of gimmicks I kind of like, which is just like, it's not this like overblown dumbass control scheme or anything like that. It's just like, it's a simple thing. Like, here are two spikes, they go back and forth. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Just, it's nothing but like enhancing platforming with weird shit.
Come on. Okay, we're safe here, so let's see. Wow, that was real good.
Now you have a point. Like, how many anime girls has the guy beat now? The kid beats up anime girls all the time.
He does.
Sometimes just by looking at them for 3 minutes at a time.
Wow. Okay. Oh shit. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, come on. Wonder how long this stage is.
I mean, you'd think like 4 or 5 screens, right?
I mean, yeah. Come on.
Maybe it's like Ocean Princess. 10 screens per gimmick.
Yeah, Ocean Princess kind of spins a little too long and everything.
And sometimes you don't get the gimmick till like 4 screens in.
Yeah.
Like stage 2, you don't get the bow and arrow for a long time. Sometimes there's stage 6, which has the gimmick.
Stage 6 and its amazing boss.
Brian likes, by the way.
Yeah, Brian is a weird guy. Okay, I'm getting the hang of that intro section here. So. Okay, looks like you just want to go fast at the end. So, let's try and make it this time. Yeah, there we go. And the stage is still going. Oh, this looks
I'm
complicated.
guessing the next one's the last one.
Yeah, hopefully. It's-
Can't be too much longer.
Oh dear. Have to do a full jump onto that vine. Let's see. Okay, you can pause buffer. Maybe you can't do that for vines, but it looks like pausing in midair would be more trouble than it's worth anyway. Okay, I think I see what you want to do there. So, yeah, I like that. Okay. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
speaking of bosses,
speaking of bosses.
Yes. The mini boss in stage 4 of Kill the Blue Mage 2
Yeah.
is a Toho medley. You fight Suwako, Flandre, and Yukari,
Oh boy. Is
and you have HP.
yeah.
Yeah, 5 hits, and yeah, they throw bullets at you, and they have really great sprites, and it's kind of amazing. The secret boss is also Flandre, just by herself,
Also,
and she has a fucking lot of health.
are these like original fights or based on K3 or what?
It's the Flandre one is kind of based on K3 in that like she kind of has the teleportation and the orbs,
Yeah.
but everything else is completely original. She summons Influka.
Like just straight up Influka.
Yeah, Influka just shows up. basically what I'm saying is you should work your way past the first boss because the rest of the game is still pretty good.
I probably should.
The first boss is definitely like the lowest I've been with the game.
Oh yeah?
And I've been watching Sacred and he's playing on hard, and it makes me real sad what hard mode is in comparison to insane. Like, he clearly put a lot of thought into the difficulty because they're pretty significant changes everywhere.
So it's like it's a completely different game, basically.
Almost, yeah. Like pretty much all the needle sections are like minorly to majorly made harder, and all the bosses are considerably harder.
And yes, Colin, this is Umineko music. This is an Umineko themed game for whatever reason. Oh, I should have done that better.
Don't worry, Ryan. We know that's just the way of the movie now.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that.
This is actually better than it normally is because we've had no buffering yet.
My internet is just really bad, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Just gotta drill 20 holes and run a 30-foot wire all throughout it. It's a hard wire.
Like, wired versus wireless doesn't actually help because it's a problem with my ISP. Where just, like, no matter where you are in the house, the internet is always fucked up.
Your ISP is just that garbage.
Yeah. Come on, I had the timing for this down first, now I lost it. There we go. Or not.
That water part seems kind of tricky.
Yeah.
It's like you're not a lot of room in water.
There we go. It's a little tougher than it looks like, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Okay. And this stage is still going.
Oh god. I didn't expect this game to actually be very long. I was wrong.
So I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, let's just wait like that. Got impatient. Oh shit. Okay, those guys go fast.
I am sad. I hope one of the stages has the anime medley music.
The what?
The anime medley music from the Dandy games.
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at the credits, so I guess we'll see when we get there, or if we get there.
Fight the amazing boss.
Oh yeah. So I think I might want to just do a single jump at the fast spikes. We'll see. Oh, I actually made it through and I reset anyway. That's great. Oh, okay, so there is a dandy section. Thank you for the confirmation, cousin. I feel like this is not as hard as I'm making it out to be.
You're mind gaming yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would have made it if you just didn't double jump, try and align yourself again and spell.
Yeah, I keep double jumping even though you don't want to. You just want to go.
Double jump is addicting to use, I understand.
That time, the spike did not move. I wanted it to move. Ah, I keep double jumping even though I don't need to. Frustrating. Okay, I made it somehow. Oh, and I immediately died, so. You know.
That was a good death, too.
It really was. Okay, yeah, you just want to do a single jump. Nothing fancy. Okay. Oh god, what do you do here? Okay, something like that.
Something like that. What do you do here? Immediately done. I guess that.
I mean, it is kind of confusing to look at. Oh god. Shit. Who is that?
Which one's that? Oh, it's Zephyr.
Oh, hello, Zephyr.
Hi. I just wanted to jump in for a second and say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Zephyr. How you feeling?
Much better. I just have a cough.
Yeah,
still.
you
That'll
still
probably have
sound
for
a
a few
little-
weeks.
You still sound a little out of it.
That's because of this lingering cough that's going to be going on for a while. And I'll be fine in the morning. And then throughout the day, I just continually or just slowly lose my voice throughout the day. And this has been going on every single day for the past 3 days now.
Oh god.
Probably have, like... Were you, like, stuffy at all when you had it? Or...
No. So what had happened is I either had the flu or just like a really, really bad cold that led into bronchitis is essentially what happened.
That sucks.
Yeah, I've never had that happen before, like a disease leading into another disease, as far as I know. So,
Okay.
like everyone around me getting sick too, of course, and I hear a lot, and I saw a lot of you guys in the DT crowd have been getting sick too. It seems to be going around, and I've seen on the news actually that flu season this year was like really, really bad, and like the immunizations were only like 10% effective this year or something. Like it's been horrible this year.
Alright, so now we get another gimmicky stage, I guess. I'm gonna see what the other gimmicks are before I commit to a stage, since the kind of opening screens here show off what you can expect.
To think that like when you were here before you got sick, you just had like a cough, and you were like, it's just a cough, I was fine. And then like 2 days later, we talked, and you were just like dead on the ground.
I know.
It was some good foreshadowing.
Okay, so
That was not fun.
looks like you.
So what had happened? Oh, go ahead.
Looks like the gimmick here is that you shoot spikes to make stuff happen. So yeah, go ahead, Zephyr.
Oh, do you like shoot? So you can have one spike be not there for 5 seconds?
Yeah, and looks like there's
I see.
teleportation.
You get one. Oh, no.
Geez. Oh my god, this looks like it could get very elaborate
It's
very
got
quickly.
gross multi-jumping bubble things.
No! We were doing so good!
The Moogie net it strikes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Moogie. I've oh, it's back.
Feels like, man.
Oh, that's gross.
Thing is, my
Oh,
I
internet
see.
always be working fine. Then I start a stream and immediately get the Mugi net.
Did that spike teleport you into the wall?
Yes, it did.
And then
Okay, I kind
and then it killed you.
I see what this is supposed to do here. Oh god.
Okay.
Seems
oh, I see. And then
Okay, I see what you want. That's actually kind of clever.
Yeah, it's hurt. I feel bad.
yeah, so like I have like normally like slightly lower blood pressure than normal anyway. And then certain things like the flu or whatnot can just make the problems worse, and so I had gotten lightheaded, and it was my fault. I know what to do when I got lightheaded, like the way that was when I'm sick, and I should have just like sat down or laid down just right where I was, but I like, no, I can make it to my bed, I can make it back, and I didn't. I fell right on the left side of my face, and yeah, I didn't even realize I fell. Huh?
Just straight up fainted?
Yeah, just straight up passed out. Well, I don't know if I passed out because I wasn't out for very long. It must have been like seconds. But I essentially just fell, and I didn't realize that I had fallen until like I got to my bed, and then I'm like, oh, like what's this? You know, I thought my nose was just like, because I was having like the day before I had to like blow my nose like every like 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. It was nuts, and I thought it was just that. I was like, I'll go fix the mucus thing later on. But then I'm like, no, it doesn't feel like that. And I touched it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. And I'm like, I'm bleeding a fuck ton. And then I realized, oh shit, I fell. And so, but nothing broke. So I was like, I'm fine as far as like everything goes. So I didn't go to a doctor for that kind of stuff. I was like, nothing is. I would have known if something was broken.
This is a really like interconnected like stage for just a second thing.
It is those bubbles, man.
Oh yeah. Gotta time it. All pretty. I didn't realize at first he had to reuse the bubbles up at the top either. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, you gotta be so fast at it. Oh, I see what you're doing. So like then you reshoot the thing on the bottom before you teleport, but you have to make sure you don't get stuck into the spike. Okay, I get it. That's actually, it's really clever. That's kind of cool.
Oh, then you gotta go back for it. Wow. This is a pretty elaborate save. Also, Zephyr, I'm glad to hear you didn't die. That's always good.
Yeah, I'd be pretty sad if like my favorite game designer died.
No, it's gonna take a little more than a deadly illness to do that. Yeah, I don't know if I actually had the flu. I think it was just a really, really bad cold that simply developed into other things.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky.
Alright. For this bubble. Ah.
Oh, Moogie, I did, while I was dead, I did watch your playthrough of Quaff's thing. I had played it, and then I watched like bits and pieces of your playthrough of it.
I thought it was pretty fun for being like his first game ever.
It was pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I liked it.
The bosses
gonna
are
stream it.
surprisingly good.
Yeah, they are. I like it. I didn't mind Jeremy. Jeremy, like, even though he was RNG, that's fine. Like, because the attacks themselves aren't RNG, so.
Yeah.
Jerry was buffed, I noticed.
Oh yeah.
That took me a little bit to get through that one.
That was basically the Jerry X boss he made.
Okay. And he just made it the normal.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, you went too early, I see.
Yeah. This is actually pretty tight.
It is.
Dude, this is like the second screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rest of this level has in store.
Watch it be like way easier than this. Like sometimes things are like unintentionally harder than predecessor things.
That's
It's a
definitely
pretty
true,
hard jump
Randy.
to make back into the swirly thing too.
Oh, I see. So when you shoot one of the spikes, like say you shoot the red one, it makes the other one.
Yeah, the red ones seem to be linked.
Right. So like when you shoot the one that's a 5, you have that 0.4. You have 0.4 seconds to like drop through that. So you have to shoot the 5 and then drop through.
Yeah.
Okay.
That jump seems really
There we
hard.
go.
Like,
That took a while.
Oh, they do reset. Okay, that's fine.
Oh wow, this looks silly. Oh, and I had to hit the bubbles there. Jeez. This is
man, even
this is a complex sequence of things to do.
man, you got 6 after, then maybe briefly got the plague. It's all bad.
And then you just gotta warp to the exit.
Oh, the green orbs are saves. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what? Okay, I'm not used to that. I'm so used to I wanna saves never changing.
Oh god, I warped inside the wall. And yeah, people like surprisingly use a lot of different save graphics. Doesn't really bother me.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh, I see where you're going to. You're going for the sparkly doobly doos
Yeah.
particles.
Sparkly dibbly doo.
Yeah. So,
Into the wall.
oh, into the wall. That's like
Yeah.
Quaff's first iterations of his level. So Quaff said that the enemies blowing up in his thing would cause the thing to lag, like the blood particles would do that.
He figured out that it was something else. He was redrawing the HP bar every frame. So that obviously caused lag after a long time.
Okay, I was gonna say because like particles like that, unless every single pixel with its own thing, and we're trying to collide, and that was happening like thousands of times, like that, like Game Maker's not the best, but it's not that bad, not even close. Wait, redrawing the health bar every frame?
Yeah.
Like that, everything's always redrawn every frame, unless it's like.
I think it was like it's an object and he was having it spawn every frame or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So essentially he was new instance. Okay. So like after X amount of frames, he would just have a bazillion things being drawn. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's why people with graphics cards didn't notice it, because it takes long enough that if you move the screen, like it takes long enough if you have a decent computer that you won't notice it because you'll move on to another screen before it happens. But
Right.
Chill Guy
Or die.
had a pretty shitty computer, so it happened for him without
Okay.
What
I-
happened to Weasel?
I didn't catch that conversation till like super late, and I was about to call bullshit on that, and I'm like, no, that's Game Maker's not that bad. But never
Yeah.
mind.
Brian was like, yeah, you guys shouldn't blame the engine when there's an experienced developer using it.
Oh, that was close.
Okay, I see what you want to do. I was trying to go too fast for my own good.
Chill guys are low end user tester.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost had it.
Noogie could have been your the tester a while ago before you got a graphic card.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised. Well, I guess technically you always have a graphics card. It's just an onboard card.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because like a lot. Oh, you were so close.
I was.
Because like the dark rooms in DT are done through the GPU and all that.
Oh, speaking of which, a cat has found a bunch of like crashes in darkness mode. Like she can
Yeah,
get past the bikes and other stuff.
I don't know what's going on with that because I tested it on my end and it worked. And then I know she said she tested it on. I've been following the conversation and like she has a shittier laptop
Right.
and it worked there. So I don't know what's going on with that. That again might have something to do with like certain. How do I explain it? So I'm doing dark rooms wrong, and the reason I'm doing dark rooms wrong is I'm doing surfaces wrong. So when you know about how like powers of 2 and all that stuff works with like textures and all that. So surfaces in GameMaker essentially are just like a texture page, right? But it creates its own texture page per like surface, or at least it tries to. I don't know how Studio does it. Oh wow, that's really. But what I'm doing with the dark rooms in DT is how do I explain it? It draws a black thing over the entire map, like and then like the light sources just bleed through that is all it's doing. It's just a subtractive thing that bleeds through. So you'll have like if the map is like 1200 by 800, that's not a power 2. It literally creates like a texture page that is 1200 by 800, which is bad for certain graphics cards.
So
like most cards, yeah.
It's dependent on what card you have.
Right, so like most cards can handle that, like these days, but it's still bad practice to do that. Which what I should be doing, a better thing to do is have a black. So the screen. How big was the screen again? I always forget how big the screen for DT3 was. There's a much
really weird resolution.
It is a really strange resolution. Yeah, it's 480 by 352. Hey, it's higher than SNES resolutions.
It is. It's like twice the size of SNES.
Yeah. So what I should be doing is drawing a 512 by 512 texture and just having that follow the screen, because even if light sources are off the texture, they're gonna still burn into it because they're on the side. But like the actual texture will still only just be the 512 by 12 thing that's just following the camera. Is the way I should do it, but I did it the lazy man's route, it's actually something that's fixable, so that's good because light sources are all global. So
nice, Moogie.
So that's it. So essentially that's
Wasu.
mostly what's doing there. Yeah, that was pretty good. This is really elaborate.
It is.
It's actually kind of, but it's really cool though. Oh wow, that's.
I'm kind of amazed at the Warp the World. Where was this in Warp the Worlds?
Oh man, that jump with the bubbles.
Okay.
So like, you wanna like, you probably know what to do.
Yeah. It's actually pretty intuitive once you figure out how all 3 gimmicks interact. Like surprisingly so, even.
Into the wall.
Oh, I see. You want to then be over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, you need to drop into a bubble?
Yep.
Yeah. I would have put a save on the bottom left. Honestly, just so you don't have to redo that beginning part again. But
Making you redo the beginning parts is a tried and true fan game tradition. But it looks like I was doing the beginning part wrong anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Like basically, the more precise it is, the more secluded I would have it as a segment, right? Is how I'd treat that. So, and I don't know, the beginning's not super precise, but I would just, as a fan game creation, let's say I were to make this as a fan game, I would still remove it as a redoing thing just to save time.
Yeah, because like once you've done it once, you pretty much know what you're doing.
Yeah. Almost. Or even something that would be kind of, I was thinking of the other day, so like, what if somebody, like you've done it, like you were doing it wrong, right, for a while? So what if somebody like, they accidentally got through it. So what if you do like certain saves get added after you've gone through a segment X amount of times, extra saves appear.
Huh. I mean, I assume some game has probably done that just because there's so many of these.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I thought that would have been like a good thing to add, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that way it's not like you make sure the player doesn't just accidentally get through a segment, and they actually do learn it. So like say like 3 is the magic number, right?
Yeah. And some games kind of accomplish that, like by just having like a trap you can't predict at the end of a save, so you always have to do it twice to like know that the trap's there. That's kind of like a hackish way of implementing a similar idea.
Right. I like. This doesn't necessarily solve that specific thing.
Yeah.
But I like Brian's idea of where you essentially turn on a thing where you don't die, but you can't progress, right? But it allows you to essentially, you know what that does. So I like that idea. I thought that was really cool. If
like
Brian ever made one, he would use. Yeah, an assist mode thing. You just can't progress. And like, if Brian ever did a fan game, that's something he would implement. And I think that's a really good idea.
Nowadays, like people who like if you get really stuck on something, you can typically recreate it in JTool.
Right. But
which is definitely a lot more work than just flipping the switch.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because there are traps at the end of a save. That's just...
Moogie, are you serious?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What was that?
That was bad.
Holy
That's
shit.
what it was.
Did you just two-frame into that spike?
Yeah.
That was the best choke ever. Holy shit, that was good.
I don't think that's even like
sick.
supposed to be a choke. I just choked anyway.
That's not a choke jump. It's just a spike there.
Wow, I did the same thing again. What I'm doing is I'm re-jumping before landing on the ground because I'm impatient.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, that was good.
It really.
Do the Mario.
Oh.
Yeah, that was basically doing the Mario.
By the way, Zephyr.
What's up?
When we say you might hear that reference a lot. Do the Mario? It's kind of a thing from Boshi. Where,
okay. Yeah.
At the end of the Mario boss, Mario just says, "Let's do the Mario," and you go through this really slow, like tedious ad rush where you just like shoot at the wall for like 30 seconds.
That's great.
Yeah.
It also refers to me dying at the end of Warship Hex. Because that's a Mario section, and like I did the Mario.
Yeah.
He did the Mario.
So, who was it? I'm sorry to whoever did it that I've forgotten. Who was it that figured out the have one character right above Hex before that scenario, and then you just switch and win? Who was it that figured that out?
That was Sakai.
Because that is okay. God, that is so good.
Okay, I
that
did
is
not
so
choke
good.
that time.
It's a really good thing. It prevents any more Mario mishaps happening.
Yeah.
Oh god, what do you do? Okay. Looks like
It's a good thing the game has been out for so long, because that's something I would have like patched out if I would have found that.
Oh, yeah. No fun
Like
allowed.
the-
Zephyr lands.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it does kind of like defeat the entire point of that section. But then like you wouldn't do it unless you already knew it was coming, so the impact is still
Right. And at this point, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Usually I would remove those things in case somebody figures it out for first time things, but it's totally fine. Oh, Moogie. Oh, he got stuck in the ceiling.
Doing the Mario is probably like the best choke in video game history.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like it really is just the best thing.
Oh god, that spike on the top middle there, next to the green 5, is cancer.
Yeah.
It's probably not that bad, but it looks like cancer to me.
It's
Moogie, you're not supposed to avoid those.
You should have been here when Moogie was streaming Explore the Mountains. You could have seen some real cancer.
Oh yeah.
With some real fan game aids.
Oh god. I love fan games, but I also hate fan. I love them because of how pure they are, but I hate them for some of the stupid shit that they do.
Like, it's very mechanically pure. Like, I like to compare them to like music games because like they're both basically based around just doing these very simple mechanics. But like in music games, you can have very silly mechanics that detract from this purity. But you can also get cool gimmicks like this. So you know, it's up to the creators really.
Yeah.
I like it because I like to hurt myself with hard games, and like this looks like this is the best way that I can like get that kind of like consistent difficulty.
Yeah. Have you played any of the Ninja Gaiden games, Wafu? The 3D ones?
Yes. I played,
Okay.
I think I've only played one of them, I think.
Did
I
you
think
play...
I tried playing all of them.
Okay,
but
did you play the first one at least? Because it's the
Yes.
best one. Okay, good.
The first one's
it's
like...
good.
I'm not super into Ninja Gaiden, but like I will always like the first game because like how Ryu is like he moves like butter.
Oh, he's so good in that.
He's just so smooth.
Yeah, he has like my favorite motion of any 3D character.
And then you can do an Azuna drop.
Yes.
I also like it does difficulty in a good way, which is, you know, as in like it doesn't just number crunch, and it's just it's one of the most unbalanced, broken fucking games ever. If you so choose to make it that way.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But
I love it. I'm one of those people who like do nothing but Dragon Sword. Like I played the game almost 100% Dragon Sword.
Yeah, that's generally how I tend to play it.
Yeah, I like the purity of it.
If you use the other weapons, you can cheese a lot of stuff pretty badly.
I mean, Ninja Gaiden is like the game of cheese. Like there's, it's bleeding with cheese.
See, that's like the one thing people were saying, like, oh, they simplified Ninja Gaiden 3 because you can only use a sword. I didn't care about that. Like, that didn't bother me in Ninja Gaiden 3. What bothered me in Ninja Gaiden 3 was the fact that Ninja Gaiden 3 exists and it's a shitty game.
Yeah, it's real bad. I gave up playing it pretty quickly.
It's real bad. It's real bad.
I gave him the first level. There's that choice they give you in the very. I think I've mentioned this before, and so you can shut me up if I have. You get that choice in the beginning to like, or no, there's that thing where that soldier is like injured, and then as Ryu, you can like walk up to him all slowly and menacing and all that, and then you kill him, right?
Right.
And I got really, really upset at that scenario because I'm like, why am I controlling if this is nothing but like it looked to me like I didn't have to kill the guy because I literally sat there for like 5 minutes. I just put the controller down. I'm like, well, I'm not going to kill this guy because there's no reason to kill this guy. Like, he's not a bad guy.
Right.
And so I sat there, and then I realized, no, the game's forced me to kill him. And I'm like, why didn't you just cutscene this? It just, I don't know why, it rubbed me so wrong. And I just stopped playing. Like, I literally stopped playing right there. I hated it. And I just watched videos of certain parts of the game, and I'm like, this game looks like simplified ass to me. So.
Yeah, I played up to the second stage where you only have like projectile weapons, and it was so trashy that I was like, no more of this.
Oh man.
I do like Ninja Gaiden 1 because like it's one of those games that like the first time you go through all the difficulties and stuff like that, it's not, you don't realize stuff is as broken as it actually is the first time, so everything still kind of feels like it's destroying you for the most part. It's like, it's one of those, like, it's retroactively very broken, but like,
right,
it's still, it's, I kind of like to compare it to, it's coming, I can kind of think of it like DT3, which is that like, you don't realize you have all the options available to you at first, but like, you fucking do.
I think that's more DT. Well, maybe I would say more DT1.
Yeah.
DT1, I guess.
Because DT1, once you understand the mechanics, it's like, oh, this game's not as hard as I thought it was.
Yeah, DT1's probably good for it.
Simplified ass, yeah. The blood is on your hands. Yeah, I see what they were going for, and I hated it. I was just like, no, fuck you, fuck Team Ninja. It's.
If you want that, like the most egregious examples of stuff like that is I can think of is in the God of War games, where like in God of War 3, like the last boss segment involves you punching Zeus in the face repeatedly forever. till you stop and put the controller down for like 10 seconds. Like it just says press square on the screen, and you will just punch Zeus in the face repeatedly, and it will not stop until you stop.
Yeah. Okay, that was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's really like weird. Like
yeah, it
super
is.
Fucking, like, I don't understand. Like, I guess they wanted to give you the gratification of beating the shit out of this guy, but like,
I think so.
It doesn't really come off. It just feels really like, yeah, kind of gross.
That works. Yeah. Man, the beginning of this on the top left, that's actually really cool. I like that. If DT's mechanics would allow that, that's the kind of stuff I would put in there, but it's not super tight like that.
Yeah.
I like that set. Like those kind of things where you have to do like you have to play with like mechanics taught to you like that, or would I like?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do fall slower with the bubbles. Okay.
Yeah, you descend small. They're basically just like blocks of water in midair.
Water. Okay. Yeah.
Also, speaking of like character action games, we're getting DMC 5.
Are we?
And it's a mobile game.
Oh yeah, there's like this new Chinese mobile game that they licensed Devil May Cry for. It's very disappointing.
Oh no.
My heart, it will never recover from that. It's
Oh,
the
good job,
saddest I've ever been.
So yeah, I'm pretty good at the parts of this that are just like timing-based needle, and I'm not so good at the other parts. Wonder how long this stage is. I wasn't really keeping track of how many distinct screens the previous one was.
No, UI is character action, the dead genre. Can it come back?
People want to play stuff like that was Shadow of War and all that. They want to hold down the awesome button.
I liked Shadows of Mordor. I like the whole like the troll thing that they did where you I don't know how to explain it. Did you play it?
I know. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like just figuring out like, oh, this troll doesn't like cats, so if you show him a cat, he freaks out. You know, that kind of thing. This troll is deathly afraid of McDonald's cheeseburgers.
The cool parts of like Shadows of like the Middle Earth games, or the two Middle Earth games rather, is like everything that has nothing to do with like the combat. Like,
yeah.
If you don't interact with the combat in the open world part like at all, then it's kind of a neat like tech experiment in Showcase, because like there's really cool things like that, and it's like, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yep. I actually forgot the combat in Shadows of Mordor. Wasn't it very, was it Batman Arkham style?
It's like Batman Arkham, but like worse. It's like, it's like Arkham, except like even more egregious, basically.
Oh no. I actually liked the system in Arkham. I thought they were really neat. It kind of had, it's not like a super complicated like thing. Like, I don't know, it feels really good, and it looks nice.
Arkham is like the way to do like contextual like combat like that, kind of like it's as good as I think it'll ever get, I guess, because like
for sure
it's really satisfying to look at, and it feels good to kind of do.
It looks and feels good, and the sounds are so good.
Yeah, it's got good audio sound,
the punching dudes is a really fun sound in that game. It is. So I don't like that section at the bottom there where you have to like kind of
this save is
hop
kind of
off
trash.
the thing and grab. Yeah, I don't like that specific. The rest of this is cool, but I don't like that one. That's ew. The 1 second spike.
Oh.
That spike needs to be like 1.5.
Looks like I need to go up at the second
Unless
part.
or do you have to go up?
Yeah, I have to go up. I was doing it wrong.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. 1 second's fine.
It's like, I was trying to do it. It looks like you actually can do it the way I was trying to do it, but you probably don't want to.
It doesn't look like you should. Well, no. Because you have to shoot the other spike, and you have to be to the left, slightly to the left of it, and there's not enough time to go 1 second there. This is true. Platinum is still out there making games that are awesome.
I don't know. Platinum's like, I've always think Platinum's honestly kind of overrated, honestly.
I don't know. I like their stuff. They did this weird Transformers game. I did never play it though.
I like their games that are directed by Kamiya, and the rest of them are kind of whatever.
That makes sense.
He's
I have like a love-hate. I have like a love-hate relationship with like Metal Gear Rising, because like it's a super fucking meme-tastic game. It's not a very good game, but it's a hilarious game.
Yeah, well, Metal Gear.
I would like Rising more if it were like actually a finished game.
Yeah, it's basically like, hey, look what we can do. We're not gonna make a game of this, but look what we can do.
Well, the thing is, like, Konami was originally developing it in-house, and they're like, oh shit, we don't know how to make an action game. So they gave the project to Platinum, which is all well and good, but they also gave them, like, only 16 months to develop it. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive for being developed in a relatively short period of time, but you can tell that, like, they didn't have time to fully explore everything they wanted to.
Yeah. They spent most of their time on that final cutscene with the senator, where he just blows political jargon at you for like 20 minutes, and you're just like, I don't care about any of this.
I call him Metal Gear Romney.
Yes.
Okay, that was interesting. Let's see what we want to do here.
I know I've always known Platinum games for before they were called Platinum, when they were called Clover Studios.
Oh yeah, back when they were at Capcom.
Yeah, like so like when they made like Beautiful Joe or
I love Beautiful Joe.
God Hand.
The original's one of my favorite games.
Oh, it's so good. So like, here's a fun story. My introduction to Beautiful Joe was playing the demo, and I absolutely hated the demo. I thought the game was pure fucking trash. And then I bought the game and I loved it. So don't try to make sense out of that. Like, wait, you hated the game and then you bought it anyway?
Yeah.
It was
That's
one of those.
an interesting line of thought. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So like, there was this weird thing that was like, man, this game has some interesting thing to it. I hated the demo. I'm gonna go buy it because I bet this game might be a little better than the demo, because I don't like to judge games based on demos. And it turned out to be one of the best, like one of my favorite games ever.
It's a good game.
It is.
It's so good.
I wouldn't mind a 3, a Beautiful Joe 3, even though 2 was kind of bad since Kami didn't work on it.
2 had some problems. There is a third one, actually. It's on the DS.
Oh, that's right. There's the spin-off thing for DS.
Yeah.
I did get reminded of Beautiful Joe recently because I watched one of the speedruns.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was like one of the AGDQ speedruns, I think. It was really entertaining. Because Beautiful Joe is hilarious and how much shit, like, man, it's hilarious. It's a good game.
It's so good. Did you play the hardest setting?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I ever got a chance to. I wanted to, but I never did.
I never got all Vs. That's something I never did in that game.
Okay, yeah. It's an experience going through that, because you don't get the telegraphs, or you get the telegraphs, but you only get the animations, and everything does quadruple damage.
Yeah, it's like
quadruple that's a thing.
It's a mode that's not meant to be played on your first time through the game, basically.
No. So like, you unlock it by playing the game on the hard mode, which everything has a little bit, like, they react a little bit faster and they do double damage, and in that mode they do double on top of that, as well as giving another little skull icons. The final level took me a little bit to get through on that. And I remember the 4th boss, I think he was like the clone of Joe, and that boss took me a little bit on the Ultra V mode or whatever.
Oh yeah, that guy's hard.
We did it!
You did it.
Even though I kept,
oh my god.
Wow, that's something.
Man, you're like really like into like get the mechanics now, it seems, after the disaster that was the first screen.
Yeah, these mechanics are actually pretty intuitive once you figure out how they work. There's a bit of a learning curve, I guess you could say.
So, Wafu, you'll figure this out. So, Beautiful Joe 2 has the the swapping out mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with
Oh.
this.
I see.
Yeah. Oh my god, you have to get down there to that spike. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, I was like, wait, no.
Does remind me, there's a. I think I saw Kefit mention it on Twitter. There's like a Castlevania game with the switching out mechanic as well.
Yeah.
It's one of the handhelds. Yeah,
Yeah, it's one of the DS
ones I
games.
haven't actually played.
Oh, Andrew, it's really good. I definitely recommend the first one. It's the writing is pretty funny, and then the gameplay is just so good.
That is true, though. It's only available on GameCube and PS2, so it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
come by nowadays. Unless you don't mind.
And I
just-
recommend GameCube if you can, because no loading times.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way it's not emulatable by now, right?
I mean, you can. I just like if you didn't want to emulate it for some reason. But I imagine most people just emulate everything. At
It
this
Yeah.
might be
point.
it might be hardware intensive.
Maybe. I don't know.
No,
So Beautiful
I mean,
Joe is
like-
also a fun game
Yeah.
to watch other people play for the first time, because I think you might agree. Beautiful Joe goes against what we do in video games, whereas what was it? So like in video games, we think. So Beautiful Joe teaches you like, oh look, the guy's about to attack you, and then you dodge and then counter, right? But like in video games, we always train ourselves to think, well, I'll just kill him before he has a chance to attack. But Beautiful Joe doesn't want you to do that. It's like incredibly suboptimal play. In fact, you will lose if you do that typically. And so like first-time players don't understand that at first, and it's really funny to watch people play the first level and just like completely destroyed by the game because they don't get that one thing. And it's always a really interesting thing to watch.
Yeah, it forces you to actually dodge the attacks, because otherwise you're not going to be able to
Right.
do anything. Alright, let's see what this guy is.
Oh,
I beat
man.
that stage, by the way.
You
The
gotta-
strawberry dandy.
You got a lollipop.
Oh, look, it's the gimmick from the final stage of Marathon.
What is going on with my man in the middle?
Oh my god, that doll.
Fucking what face? Oh, I have actually. That's good because this gimmick is cool.
Oh.
So yeah,
And it
the
looks
red
like you
one.
can destroy spikes, too.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
How does it?
This is going to be interesting.
So the way Beautiful Joe, Pillar, the way it works is when you dodge it. So enemies have like a tell of where they're going to attack, like if they're going to attack up or down, and you can dodge up or down. And if you do, if the enemy is thrown off guard, and all damage you do is doubled. And then if you slow, and then Beautiful Joe also has like the slowdown thing and the fast forward. So if you slow down time, you also do extra damage on top of that. So if you slow down time and damage an enemy who is also stunned or dizzy, then you do like incredible amounts of damage. And there's also like a scoring mechanic based on that, because it's not a Clover or / Platinum Games game without like a crazy like scoring mechanic like that separates the people who are just playing the game from those who really understand it. But yeah, so it's all about dodging to get them to go off guard, especially since later on in the game, enemies will. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so
You're an
this
eyeball.
is not relevant to the gameplay. It's just to let you see what's ahead. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I see. It's an eyeball. It lets you see things.
Yeah, Wings of V has these, which is where I imagine they got the idea from.
Okay.
Which is speaking of, which is funny because like I didn't remember like how much damage you could do in that game until I watched the speedrun again, and like oh my god, you can like just delete like even like bosses with it.
Oh yeah.
like you
It's cool to watch when people like really understand that game.
yeah.
And yeah, to explain a bit more, like, it forces you to dodge because you, like, basically cannot damage enemies if you don't put them in the, like, staggered state from dodging. Like, you can on earlier difficulties, but not on higher stuff.
Not on later ones. And then some enemies, yeah, like some enemies straight up will block you if they're not stunned.
Yeah.
Or they take, like, such little damage that you know, you're taking them, 1 point away from 1,000 points type of thing. There's also, yeah. The cowboy fight in the very beginning of the game is one of the, like, right before the first checkpoint is one of the greatest moments to watch people play, like new players play, because that, and Wafu's laughing because he knows that fight absolutely destroys everyone first time playing the game, and they're just like, this game's impossible. And then, like, you get the mechanic and you go, oh. And it's like, and that's a cool moment, of course.
I think Beautiful Joe is like, I think it's one of those games that, like, everybody who I've heard that has played Beautiful Joe likes it. Like, I don't know if I've heard of a person that, like, actually put time into Beautiful Joe and, like, didn't like it from that point on.
Yeah, like, I've never heard anybody say, oh, Beautiful Joe, that game sucks.
Yeah, I haven't heard, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Okay, so, looks like the green thing at the bottom is just for the double jump. You don't need to use it to delete spikes.
Yeah, the green ones lost their double jump refresher, as well as getting rid of spikes below where you currently are, not where it is.
I don't think the last green one there is actually necessary at all. It's kind of confusing that it's there, in fact.
Yeah, what do the blue ones do?
The blue ones make you kind of reverse gravity and they make you go up real high.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. And you need the red one to, like, then fireball over, right?
But Brian doesn't like Beautiful Joe. That's a thing that Brian would do.
No, I think he likes that game.
You think he likes it?
I'm pretty sure he does. That seems like a very Brian game.
Is there a Brian game?
Yeah.
I don't understand Brian.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 2. Yep. I can't wait for the It's Sunny in Philadelphia level now.
It's gonna be great when Kingdom Hearts actually does come out and all of the DT Discord briefly becomes the Kingdom Hearts Discord.
It's basically gonna be that, because I'm gonna play I'm gonna play it. So
we're gonna actually need to make our own channel, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can just create, like, 3 different, Kingdom Hearts channels.
Kingdom Hearts general, Kingdom Hearts spoilers.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts memes.
Fan theories. Kingdom Hearts. Fat material. No.
Please.
There'll be, like, a whole, like, Kingdom Hearts subsection on there, since we can do that now. Oh, come on, Moogie, you had that shit.
Yeah, I had it, but I'm bad.
You're really bad. Oh, the green thing doesn't pop from you until you do your double jump.
Yeah.
Derp.
It's like an additional jump on top of your double jump.
Right, and then where your double jump is. Okay. Kingdom Hearts birds. I hope he is.
He gets it.
He does get it. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. That's the reason why Kingdom Hearts keeps getting delayed.
It's a shame that you weren't here, Zephyr, because my friend has a macaw that I could introduce you to.
Oh, really?
He loves me, but it's not normally a people person.
I see. I mean, but, like, you're also way up in like in Canada, and it's super cold here. So I imagine it's super fucking cold where you are.
It was like minus. There was actually a cold warning yesterday. Something I forgot we had. It was like minus 16 or something, and, like, with wind chill, it was deathly.
Yeah, screw that. Like, we had snow the other day, and then like it was -2 Celsius here, and I'm like, what? No, it's Texas. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's been in, like, the 10 digits Fahrenheit here for a while now, so I feel ya.
Yeah.
Pretty cold.
I actually had, like, a bunch of nosebleeds from the temperature fluctuating.
Oh shit, dude, that sucks.
Yeah. They seem to have settled down now, so
That's good.
I'm actually a little worried about Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay because from what the stuff they've shown off. I just want to beat him up. Please don't bring back Birth by Sleep stuff.
Oh right. I just want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 because I want to know how the story ends and I want to see how much of a train wreck it is, so I can laugh at it, but also have fun with it because it's gonna be a game that's just gonna. The story's gonna shit all over itself, and it's gonna be so much fun.
They can't, like, the Kingdom Hearts plot has continuously wrote itself into deeper and deeper corners and invented ways to get itself out of it. And, like, I just...
That's a good way of putting it.
It just, like, it's the most upside down, like, fucking plethora of bullshit that goes on in Kingdom Hearts that it's like, it requires watching, like, a 30-minute video on YouTube to even get the plot.
So good.
And like, at this point, I'm just kind of attached to it now, and I really want to see where it goes.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
an
a train
ironic
wreck.
love, but it's still love.
Oh yeah, no. Like it's a train wreck that you just have to see finish. You have to see like where the wreckage ends up.
And apparently, this is only the end of the Xehanort saga. God bless.
Really? There's gonna be more after 3. Like I'm gonna be done with Kingdom Hearts after this. I think.
Oh, there's at least 20 more handhelds coming after 3 to depict the epilogue.
That's true. That's
Kingdom Hearts 3.047, the sequel prequel.
It's 3,712 divided by 7.
I mean, like, the titles are becoming almost a meme at this point. They're getting so, like...
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or whatever.
It's like
that's actually a game.
2.8. Literally a game.
I just love that everybody can make fun of it, but like we can also just love it as well.
I really need to get around to playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because Brian and Wafu really want me to.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on level 1 mode. So
if you turn on 1,000,000 difficulty modes and restrict yourself even further, it's a really good game.
Yeah. A little bit of restrictions. I think for a first playthrough you shouldn't.
Brian told me that for a first playthrough I should use level 1 and then just not worry about other restrictions.
Yeah, don't worry about... Like, I can tell you now that...
Yeah, that's fine. I can see that being fine for a first-time player.
That's definitely fine.
Because, like, levels don't really matter that much, so...
The only thing I ever restricted myself in normal playthroughs is, like, the 2 survive anything skills, last chance, and, like, and once more. Like, I hate those skills with a fevering passion. I wish they never made it into the game.
Well, I mean, like, they have to make sure that anybody can beat these games. They're like Disney.
And that's why they have all those other settings, which is fine.
It's so insane that, like, you can put yourself on the hardest difficulty mode, go to level 1, and there is still stuff that you can turn on to make the game harder because there's that many failsafes. The black hole to making, like, Kingdom Hearts for sure beatable by anybody is insane.
Have you played the first one?
I have played the first one, yes. Back when it came out, it was like the first PS2 game I played, so I don't really remember it much.
Okay. It's not a very good game, so...
It's just a silly little thing. So these screens are pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much to explain about them. Just kind of doing some needle with the gimmicks.
The only boss I didn't like in Kingdom Hearts 2 was Jafar.
Jafar's garbage.
He's fucking trash boss. I absolutely hate that boss. But other than that, I like, all the, and as well as all the Organization 13 bosses with their really, really fucking stupid names.
Oh, okay. You can press Z again to activate the blue one while you're in the fireball state. That's cool.
Damn. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's not really need. You don't really need to do that though.
Yeah. I see. I was doing it wrong.
You were doing it too early. Or
This is what you want to do.
You see, the weird thing about Kingdom Hearts 1 is that, like, the first, like, 99% of the game, there's, like, really no level design to speak of. Which is, Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't really have any either, except for, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is, like, long corridors with enemies, pretty much. But it's, like, it's at least serviceable. Kingdom Hearts 1 is just bad. Until Hollow Bastion, which is a real level all of a sudden. And it's very confusing.
yeah, I remember that. That's what I always say.
Oh yeah, I remember asking Zephyr why I didn't like the original Kingdom Hearts, and he said too much shit level design.
Yep, basically.
Oh, I see.
Because of levels like Monstro and Wonderland. Ugh. And the Tarzan level, like every one of those levels. God damn.
So bad.
The Peter Pan level would have been good, but it's not.
Kingdom Hearts is a weird series. Also, I like how this once again turned into Kingdom Hearts. It will never fucking end.
Yeah.
It's the me. I mean, it is the Mimi at this point, so.
The Mimi?
Yeah.
Mimi?
Mugi,
Are
I
you
think you
right
had
now?
to save your red, I think.
Yeah.
For the top.
I got it. Alright. Now we're an eyeball again.
I don't believe you. Oh shit, he did it.
Oh, he did it without the thing that I was saying. Never mind. Fuck me.
Lost Property says he played it as a child and they're so broken that he only died once in hard mode.
I died on No, I did not die on Jafar.
I lost my will to live on Jafar.
I just heal spammed on Jafar. That's all I did. Like the game, I just stayed away, heal spammed, run up to him, get a hit in, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try to figure this stupid bullshit out. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 like right after college.
Oh, I see. Do I see? Let's check it.
You saw a spike
Yeah.
that you.
Eyeball emoji.
Yes, eyeball emoji. That's basically this level in a nutshell.
I want to see Wafu play a Dark Souls game.
Did you? I played through all of 3 recent, like on stream, or not all of it on stream, but all the DLC.
Okay. Oh, you did? Okay, never mind then.
Do you still have the videos of that?
I don't, not anymore. Said
Oh. I wish I would have bought Dark Souls 3 when it was on the sale, but I didn't, and it's $80 again.
Unfortunately, watching me play Dark Souls is kind of boring because unfortunately I'm pretty good at it.
Damn.
I mean, I have several hundred hours in the Dark Souls games. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, I keep getting hit by that little tiny spike.
To the dismay of everybody, I one-shot one of the hard DLC bosses in one try, and everybody was really, really sad about it.
I'm kind of surprised that you can actually like beat a boss in Dark Souls first try. Like they just
It's not uncommon. No, I don't. I have to disagree with that after playing on Dark Souls quite a bit. Like I beat a lot of the Bloodborne bosses, and I beat it before the end part of Dark Souls 2. I was beating a lot of the bosses first try.
Huh.
I'd say Demon Souls is our bosses that are not meant to be beat on their first try.
Yeah, because they're trash too.
Yeah, they're garbage, and
They are
they're also
garbage.
like they're really unintuitive and like they're kind of like have really weird presentation.
Yeah.
They kind of freak you out. So it's like
Yeah. Well, there's also a number of Dark Souls 1 bosses that I lost that I didn't beat first time. Yeah, there were very few Dark Souls 1 bosses that I beat first time, actually.
Yeah, the first one is the one I played the most of. So.
Okay. I'd say the bosses in Dark Souls 2 are overall a little bit easier than the ones in the first game, but I've been enjoying Dark Souls 2 more, so...
They're all so garbage.
I don't know, I like the boss. I've been liking the bosses in Dark Souls 2.
Wow, they're all like big dudes with armor with 2 attacks.
Yeah, I don't mind armored dudes though. Like I don't mind like fighting mans because I find those the most interesting fights in Dark Souls.
Mans.
Yeah,
I actually do prefer humanoid based fights, but I do not like the Dark Souls.
Oh, okay.
Dark Souls 2 ones also has like 4 different types of crowd bosses that like drive me nuts.
Oh yeah, I just finished. I'm on the dragon of the first DLC, and I just finished the one before that with the what's her face that summons Skellermans and the big armored guy. She wasn't that hard though. Overall,
Dark Souls is like Dark Souls 2 has like amazing bosses such as lots of bones, and lots of dudes plus mage.
Yeah, there's that one in the cathedral with the mage and the dude summoning or reviving the undead.
Lots of dudes plus mage.
Yeah, there's also the rat authority boss where there's just like a million rats everywhere.
Lots of rats. That's another good that's the Dark Souls 2
and you
classic.
can't tell which one's the one you're supposed to be hitting. Like one of them, like I was like, oh, I just have to kill a bunch of rats to beat this boss. Okay, whatever. But
no, there's
like,
actually there's actually the Mohawk rat. It's
yeah, and
I
did not see him for so long. I must have killed like 20 rats before I hit one and I saw the health bar appear and I was like, oh, there's respawning.
They're so fucking garbage.
Seem to have really amused Wafu.
The DLC stuff's been pretty cool. I enjoyed the Dragon Shrine a lot with the like they had those ghost knights that you had to find the bodies of to make them corporal again. Like that that was a really cool mechanic right there, or a really cool gimmick.
I was okay with the Dark Souls 2 DLC for the most part, except like I thought like the moveset they added were like all like kind of like the same enemies. They were just like kind of dudes with one overhand strike, and like
right.
And like there's a couple of cool extra bosses though, and they're way better areas too in the DLC.
That's what I keep hearing, and so far like Dragon Shrine was like really neat, and like the sequence of like just running from all the ghost knights into that room with the tomb, that was really neat.
Like in the main game, the only area I could really say I liked is like the gutter, because like kind of has an atmosphere and it's kind of like freaky and fucking horrible to go through.
The gutter was an experience, yeah.
It's just it is what it is, but like I find most of the Dark Souls 2 areas like very barren and like just kind of like nothing really going on in terms of atmosphere. It's just like brown and gray. There's like brown and green rather.
That's everywhere. Fair. I don't know. I've just been enjoying it, I guess.
Don't enjoy things, Zephyr. I take offense when you enjoy things.
I'm sorry. No, not really. Fuck you, Wafu. You're wrong because it's not my opinion.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrong opinions out there. You just have to learn to deal with it.
I mean, Moogie probably had a stroke when he heard that I had several hundred hours in Dark Souls.
I mean, I don't
That's
like
good.
Dark Souls, but I don't think you're a bad person for enjoying it, Wafu. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I like Dark Souls. I find them to be enjoyable, engaging games.
There's still a lot of like little things I don't like that add up, so I'm not a big fan.
I have not played through 3, and which is why I'm mad at myself for not buying it on the damn Steam sale when it was like $20 with the DLC. Now it's fucking $80 again.
Is it really $80 on Steam?
Yeah,
Well, because the base game's 60 with the DLC, it's
with
80.
the DLC.
They're like, and
it's still full price right now. So
yeah, they went back to full price, and I was like, I'm gonna go buy it, I guess, and then like I checked it the day that the sale ended, and I was like, oh my god, it showed at $80. I'm like, no.
Dude, that was like literally the last spike you could have died to, and I'm really
Yeah.
bummed out you died.
It was the last spike.
I'm
It's
really
okay.
bummed out.
We're past it.
now.
Dark Souls is casual
fucking
because
long
it's
game,
like
huh?
Cuphead with healing. You know, Cuphead is like actually not remotely similar to Dark Souls at all. I mean, I
Not even
figure
close.
I figure everybody already realizes that, but just to point that out.
It's also easier than Dark Souls.
Yeah, I actually do think Dark Souls is like pretty hard legitimately. Wafu might disagree because he's like the master of Dark Souls or whatever.
Okay.
I think it has hard segments, and it's
Forgetting I'm just gonna forget. I'm very biased, so like I can't like reasonably give an opinion here. But like, Cuphead is one of the things that like I don't understand why it got the difficulty name about it. It's really not even that hard.
No.
Like I think all three of us can agree that Cuphead
Yeah.
really didn't deserve the
Cuphead
difficulty
is not a hard game. I mean, like,
no.
it's a game that expects you to die, but that's about it. Like, there's nothing like punishingly difficult about it. Okay, so I like have no idea what I'm doing, which is pretty good. Oh, I
Yeah,
think
I'm actually. What are you actually going over there for exactly? What are you trying to gain?
I think you're supposed to get the green.
Are you supposed to? I guess you're supposed to bring the green back with you.
I'm gonna see if I can bring the blue back with me.
I'm trying to think of what the blue does for you, though.
Oh, are you supposed to break a spike in the middle with the green and then hop over with the blue still intact?
Maybe. There's a
I mean, yeah, chill. Oh, chill. That's fair. I mean, like, we also all like to play hard games.
I
And,
mean,
like,
I've kind of
Cuphead-
accepted that.
Yeah, like, and like Cuphead had like mass market appeal, so yeah. I wouldn't say Dark Souls is like some super hard game. I think it's an adequate difficulty that is really satisfying when you win. I don't know. That's what I like about. That's one of the things I like about Dark Souls is that it's just satisfying. Like once you like oh, I figured this out now.
Yeah, Brian likes to say it's closer to being like a strategy game than an action game. This is based around
It is.
figuring
And I
out
think
what to
people
do.
get.
I think that's fairly true too. Like
I
I like to compare Bloodborne to survival horror a lot of the time, honestly, because I think that
To me, Bloodborne is definitely more actiony than the other Souls games.
it's more actiony than 1 and 2, but it's 3 is about the same.
Okay, yeah. Like I really want to play 3. Well, I mean, I've played 3, I just haven't played through it, so I've only played like little bits.
Oh my god, that fucking segment is crazy.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's
This is
one
like something
continuous
straight
motion.
out of like. This is
This
like
feels-
something straight out of Marathon.
This feels like it's gonna be the end of this sequence of things too. Like this is like, hey, you know how to all these work, now put it all together. Yeah, this is.
Oh,
Oh, that was
that's
smooth as
cool.
fuck. Yeah, that was good.
Eyeball emoji.
Not sure what I want to do with the.
It sucks, Zephyr, is that you're here playing like new games and stuff like that, or games that you. And I've just been stuck in a fucking fan game apocalypse for the past like 2 weeks, and like.
That's fine. You play what you enjoy, or you know what you want to destroy yourself with. But you know,
I've come across a very unhealthy addiction. I need help.
Oh, I see.
actually, while moving on that, I'm gonna attempt Mr. Dragon Man that I quit playing at 4 in the morning last night. I was like, I need to sleep, but I want to beat this dragon, but I need to sleep. Holy shit, that's loud.
So this is actually clever because it makes you think you want to do one thing, but you want to do another.
So can you store multiple greens?
You
Oh wait,
cannot.
never mind. You cannot store multiple grains. Okay. About to say, wait, I am.
That was a good jump.
Wow, that's like cool shit.
Oh, I understand. That's
Like,
really
you don't
fucking
get your
cool.
double jump back after using any of the potions, so you have to save it the entire sequence and then get the red one.
It's cool how it's actually using like the spike destroying properties of the green now.
Yeah.
Like really well.
Yeah, that was neat as fuck there.
Wow, I'm bad at jumping. Think I'd be good at jumping in video games at this point, but don't seem to figure it out quite yet.
Luigi just isn't that great sometimes.
Also, Mugi,
Yeah.
to your happiness and Brian's ultimate sadness, it seems that I didn't enjoy Nang. So I guess I'm
Oh yeah,
terminal.
I saw you complaining about it. Kefit and I don't really like Ning either, so you're not alone.
I guess that means I'm terminal.
Yeah.
So it means I'm broken.
A broken man's.
I don't really think that Ning is like that great of a game, so I'm not sure you're broken so much as you just have high standards. I don't know.
I enjoyed it up to floor 80 and then moving floor. Fucking no.
The conveyor stages are terrible.
Fucking so absolute massive amounts of no.
Oh, Brian's here. Brian, what are you and Zero about to do? Oh, that's right. No, don't. I know what it is. It's a
Oh, they about to do something.
Fire Emblem.
Oh. There's been a lot of Fire Emblem talk in the Discord lately.
Yeah, Brian's been playing through Sacred Stones.
Oh god, this screen is kind of huge.
How'd you get to the next one?
Yeah. I remember how to
Whose
jump.
is this then?
I'm not team track. I think this is like the 5th or 6th, maybe?
This is a long ass screen.
It is.
Wow.
Okay, that's a diagonal.
Wafu, have you played the Fire Emblem games? Or any of them, I guess?
I have not.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't been one for SRPGs.
Oh, that's fair. I like certain things about Fire Emblem. I like less. There's certain things I don't like about Fire Emblem.
I've only ever played one
I-
Fire Emblem game, and I thought, like, I see what they were going for, but the system itself was a little too bare bones for me. Like, Brian is complaining about how, like, units tend to be just, like, an element, and not really, like, a distinct, a distinct unit, and that's one of the things that bothers me as well. I like games like FFG or, like, the later Disguise, where you can actually use unique characters.
Right.
That's interesting to hear, Lost Property. Like, do let me know how that works out, because I might play Amagui, like, at some point when I'm really bored.
You know me,
Yeah. Hey Mugi, are you getting audio from me at all? Like
Yeah, I hear you.
video game sounds?
Oh,
Are you getting like audio?
I don't
you
hear,
aren't? Okay,
I don't hear
good.
Dark Souls.
I can
no.
hear. I can
Okay,
hear.
good,
I can
'cause,
hear
like-
sticks moving, but that's it.
Really?
His sticks.
Okay, because the game is
I can hear.
the game got like
analog.
super loud suddenly.
So who made Ami? What? Who's it by?
It's Yushui. It's like the pseudo
Oh, it's
sequel to
Yushui, yeah.
Kamidori. Kamidori. I assume you've played
Is it?
Kamidori.
I played Commodore.
Okay, well, Amiyui is basically Kamidori too.
I see. Hasn't Ushili been kind of on a downward slope lately? I thought like nobody really liked their latest games.
Oh, that's why they went back to Kamidori and just made a clone of that, because it was really popular and everybody liked it.
Fair enough. Good on them.
And Amiyui seems to have done pretty well for them, so I guess that was the right idea. Like, don't try to be original. Just remake your previous games.
Feels fucking well when you have the amazing writing staff of fucking UCLA. Maybe it's a good idea.
So, I like the simplicity of Fire Emblem in the sense that I like that the numbers are easy to understand. Like, it's just attack minus defense, and you can like, you don't even need the game. The game tells you, you're gonna do this much damage. We don't, and it's just really, really simple to understand at a glance. I just wish there was more there, more layers to it, and as well as the thing that Brian says with like the characters just not being unique.
Yeah.
Brian did say they were like basically walking elements or something like that.
Yeah, and that's incredibly true. They are until like I think Awakening didn't. I think Awakening has more.
Okay, I think I just came back to the start of the stage and saved there, so that's really bad. Oh god. So I get to do this entire screen again.
Oh no, Mugi. That's amazing.
Maybe we'll do better this time.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a
I'm sad that that's even possible.
Wolfie actually likes doing that.
Yeah, he does.
It's a very popular thing for him to do in the Dandy games.
Really? That's pretty trash to me. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever.
There's like even a really sound like wah 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 in fucking like Strawberry if you miss a jump and end up back at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Really?
Of course, if you're not a dumbass like me, you don't actually
Yeah,
save.
you're not supposed to save.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Like,
Right. Oh my god, Brian, that sounds like pure cancer. Oops.
oh,
That's amazing.
That is,
And by amazing,
that's,
I mean, amazing, quote, unquote.
that's
yeah.
AIDS-erific.
It's horrific. Just got eaten by that dragon there. Oh, that happened. Yeah, RNG level ups. And Fire Emblem is also very RNG dependent in that... oh my god. At least it doesn't have number variants. God, I fucking hate number variants. It is the most cancerous thing.
What do you mean by number
Moogie,
variants?
Moogie, you're gonna make me cry, man.
Or, sorry, damage variant. Like when our Final Fantasy does the weird, 5% damage variance in your attacks.
Yeah. Like fuzzing the
And,
damage values.
Yeah, the reason I don't like that is that it can mean the difference between changing the number of attacks to kill something, and that absolutely pisses me off when that happens. There's nothing, it's not engaging, it's not fun, it doesn't add anything, it just pisses me off every time when I know I can kill something in 2 hits, and it takes me 3 suddenly because the variance fucked me, and I was like, that's stupid. I don't know, it's never been enjoyable to me.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've noticed in DT3 is that everything always does fixed damage, and it's actually a lot easier to intuit how long it takes to kill a given enemy or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has to because the numbers are pretty low, especially on the player's side. So, DT3 could have gotten away with it, but
was very bad about because the numbers are just random shit.
Well, DT3 doesn't have any variants, but it can feel like that. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there, though. Because DT3 has a million modifiers.
Yeah. But DT1 was actually what I was complaining about, because in that, the numbers are just like, they're sky high, and you don't really know how they relate to what you're doing or anything.
Right.
But DT3, everything's pretty simple, and
Yeah, that's one of the things I aim to do is make that easier to understand.
yeah, and that's something I kind of appreciate, because like you said, a lot of games do the whole, like, number variance thing, and I don't really get the point. Like, I guess it's, like, supposed to make it feel like, I don't know, a more intense battle or whatever, but it's just adding RNG for the sake of it.
Right.
It doesn't really sit well with me. There we go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Brian, for the most part, like, damage variance doesn't usually get in the way, but it just will... Yeah, SRPG's damage variance doesn't belong there because you rely on, like, very specific things happening.
I can't actually think of an SRPG that uses it, though, so... Maybe it's not...
Yeah. That's funny, Frozen just said that, too.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics does some variance.
Oh, certain attacks, yeah, that's true. Like, attacking with an axe has very high damage variance. That's kind of like the gimmick of attacking with an axe, though, so I'm okay with it. Like, when you attack with an axe,
It's something you can...
It's something you can predict. Like, you know that this attack might do a lot of damage, but it might do a little damage, so it's something you're like, actively planning around.
You can opt into it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Wow, that was good. Waffle, you're gonna love how I keep choking at the end of every single save.
The classic. Dude.
We're used to that with Moogie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing I don't stream fan games very often, or else I would get the same harsh treatment, because I'm the choke god.
I think
You
everybody is the choke god.
Yeah, I think it's just normal. You're supposed to.
I mean, until you grinded a boss for 20 hours and then died to the last cherry you could die on, you don't understand what choking is like.
I don't consider this guy a strategy RPG. I mean, I know you can position your dudes, but this guy is very, like, just go in there with really high numbers and then you win.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's really very relevant to this guy's gameplay. It does have...
Yeah. I mean, so to be fair, the beginning of this guy feels very strategy, but, like, once you get about midway through, it's just like, eh.
Destination's not hard enough for 20 hours, but it was when I was but a baby. It wouldn't take me 20 hours now.
And yeah, this stage is kind of long.
It is. Oops.
That was good. Oh, that was fascinating.
Oops.
Okay, that's what you wanted to do. Actually, I don't need eyeball.
You don't need to eyeball.
No. I'm too good for that.
Boogie shows off as, yeah.
Apparently I did need to eyeball him, but it's okay. Okay, that was the last screen.
Less.
I guess we'll go ahead and do the final stage and see how long the boss will take me.
Look at that dandy.
So the gimmick in this stage is like switches, apparently. Which is kind of boring compared to the other gimmicks, but we'll see what they did with it. Oh, I see. So each switch can activate multiple lasers.
Oh, it tells you on the what color they're doing, I guess. I guess this one is just straight up more of a puzzle and platforming.
Well, it has platforming elements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not sure I want to show off my puzzle-solving skills on stream, to be perfectly honest, because they kind of don't exist. And I'm just doing random shit. Well, we beat the first screen.
The god, the puzzle master.
I literally just like walked around pressing random switches and it worked.
The best puzzles are the ones that you solve unintentionally.
Just gotta turn off green, or maybe go. Yeah. Ooh, I see. Ah! I died right at the end. It's...
No. Say it ain't so.
It's so.
Good death.
It is so.
I hope the boss is just like all of the gimmicks at once.
That sounds like ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fan game boss, so there's no guarantee it is not, in fact, ass.
This is true.
Like, if there's one thing that fan games are consistently very bad at, it's bosses, for sure.
What if it was like a super like jokey boss that was just easy? Like you just come in there and you hit him once and then he dies and it wasn't even a boss.
Somebody on Delfruit said that he had a lot of trouble with the boss and didn't feel like grinding it, so it's probably not a joke boss, unfortunately.
Good.
Hope it's an anime girl that throws apples at you.
I mean, it's probably Beatrice.
It's kind of Dandies like.
It's dandy-esque. You collect dandies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
and it has
collecting
colors.
Dandies.
Gonna use the power of Nandies to kill Beatrice.
Bea
Yeah,
to reach A.
That's literally the plot. You're collecting Dandies to kill a character from Umineko with. It's a very good plot.
Good stuff.
So far this isn't as puzzly as I thought. It's more like just forcing you to take a specific path through the stage, which I'm fine with. It's like better than being an actual puzzle.
For the record, Zephyr, I only
What?
got into fan games because I played DT3. So I blame you entirely for what happens to me.
Wait, really? I thought you played fan games before that.
No.
Interesting.
DT3 was my advent fan game.
Oh man.
Want to deactivate lights. Ash. Oh, I see.
Well, I'm glad it could introduce you to so much cancer.
I am pretty terminal.
Oh, okay, I see.
I see, LP. Honestly, I want the last boss to just be a goat. That's the player.
Okay. Looks like we're finished. As we choke.
Do the Mario!
Ah,
Ah,
this
that was good.
Did you do the Mario?
I did do the Mario.
Waffle, you said you played the DLC in Dark Souls 2, right?
That I did.
Okay. This dragon in the first one, the Slumbering Dragon, he is like a Bloodborne boss, basically.
Really? I kind of thought he was just kind of discount Calamite.
Yeah, he feels very Bloodborne. I mean, this was like right before they made Bloodborne.
It was actually. Well, that's the first DLC, I think.
Yeah, it is. Oops. Yeah. I mean, like, your shield is, like, 100% useless here, so you take it off. Like, you're completely reliant on dodge rolls. I mean, I guess most big enemies you are, but, like... and just the way he moves and the way you're constantly all over the place in this fight.
You just need a bigger shield.
A bigger shield. I haven't actually used a tower shield in this game, and I did towards the very end of the first Dark Souls, which was a game changer. I used the spider shield for a really long time.
I think that's probably my biggest hang-up with Dark Souls 2 is because dodging is at its worst in that game.
Dodging is what?
It's at its worst. It's,
You think so?
It's well, it is objectively. They cut the iframes down completely. You have 3 iframes base in Dark Souls 2.
3.
Oh, as a
on
base,
dodge roll.
but
You have
as a base, but like nobody's
Adaptive-
gonna have their agility that low.
most people don't level up adaptability. And if you, I think it's 105 agility, you get the Dark Souls 1 roll, like our iframes basically.
Like 16 or something.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed the iframes are pretty low in this, but like,
It's also it also runs at 60 FPS, so it's like
yeah.
Look at
Oh,
Waffle
holy shit, you-
complaining about games running at 60 FPS.
You can cut off his tail.
you can. I don't think it gives you a weapon for it though. It's just that.
Okay, well, I need to win this time.
You
No,
show
and winning involves not going into his goddamn fire stream.
cutting off a tail in Dark Souls is cool. You show
I didn't even know you could do that. I just kind of did it. And I was like, oh, cool. God, he's so close to being dead.
Don't do the
Well-
Mario.
Well, I mean, he's 40%, so
That's not that close. Come on now.
it's not that close. But like, don't get toxic. Don't get okay.
Okay.
Oh god.
I did it.
Oh god.
Brian, I feel like that's a problem on your end, because the orange and yellow look very different to me. Like, Waffle, I'm not insane, am I? Like, the orange and yellow were two different things.
They were different, yeah. I mean, I think on the Switches they looked vaguely similar, but as beams they didn't.
Oof, it's close. Oh man. Oh my god, I whiffed 2 attacks. Why? Oh no, he got me. He did the
No.
slide.
No, Zephyr, don't do the Mario.
He did the sliding attack when I thought he was gonna do the other one, and I dodged
So
wrong.
if you like that DLC, you'll probably really like the other one.
Yeah, I have the items for all 3, so
I will warn you, one of the DLCs is super cancer. Like the
Alright.
area is
Okay.
fucking phenomenal cancer. It's the
Alrighty.
worst thing ever created by man.
I mean, so far this one was great. Like I said, I love the Ghost Knight thing. That was a really cool mechanic.
Let's just say when you see snow, panic.
When you see what spells?
Snow.
Okay.
And the other one, the Iron Knight, I think it is. It's real good. It's
Okay,
pretty
yeah,
good.
that's the next one I'm doing because
Pretty-
it's
yeah.
I'm doing them in
pretty-
release order.
Pretty
so.
cool.
The only thing I looked up at the DLC was like what order they released, and that's why I'm doing this one first.
One of the cooler bosses, and pretty much all the cool bosses are like in the DLC. They're really there's like
Yeah.
one especially is just straight up like a fucking. I won't even say what it is. I won't even.
Oh yeah, no, don't.
But like it's awesome. It's as good as Dark Souls 2 like ever got for me. That was pretty jovial.
Oof, that was close. Kill him. Yeah, I'm liking the dragon fight. It's cool. Like I said, it feels kind of Bloodborne to me. Oh, that was close.
Oh, I did that wrong.
I wish it would fly up a little less, though.
One credit that I will give Dark Souls 2 is that it has the best New Game Plus of the series. It's just that like mob placement and everything has actually changed, and there's
Oh, really?
tons of new enemies and like new dark spirits that'll invade you and shit like that. It's very
Oh.
different.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So it's to change the experience itself.
Yeah, like the Lost Sinners like has new stuff in the boss fight like entirely. There's
okay.
another. There's like, I think there's a couple bosses that have like added parts to it.
Nice. Oops.
Like all the other New Game Pluses in the series, you're just like, it's upgraded health, you know, whatever. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
Really bums me out. And Bloodborne, it really made me sad because like my favorite weapon is like you can only get it at the end of the game, so the only way you can use it is by using New Game Plus. It's like,
Oh, okay.
why?
Ah, missed. Okay. Well, we're back to this scenario again.
Oh, I completely misunderstood what I was trying to do, and this is much easier than I thought.
The screen hurts my head because I'm bad at puzzles.
Oh my god. I just stood in his fireball and took no damage. I'm a god. Like,
Ascended Zephyr.
no, you fucker. God damn it. That's alright. Yeah, like he had his fireball right at me, and I was in the middle of Estus, so I did it too early, and then it just kind of blew up on me and nothing happened. I'm like, yeah, sure. You know.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Oh my god. I think I've lost more against this boss, and definitely more against this boss than any other in the game. I haven't really lost against the bosses too often in this one.
Yeah, there's like all the DLC in like every game, it's a significant difficulty spike. Bloodborne's especially is the most jarring.
Oh yeah. There was I like the Dark Souls 1 DLC, except for the Manus boss fight. Everything else was great though. Artorias was great. But Manus can go and eat a giant dick, because that boss is shitty. I mean, it's not that shitty, I don't know, it just didn't jive with me too well.
Well, Manus is really annoying when like you don't know what's going on at first, because like there's a lot of visual like weird gunk like shit that's happening with Manus, and like it's hard to tell like what is an attack and what isn't at first.
So it's hard to tell like what you're actually supposed to do. You have to like read a bunch of lore items.
Oh, you don't actually have to use the amulet or anything.
Right. But like nobody knows that though.
Yeah, the amulet's really weird. Like it's really, I don't know. I don't know why that was a part of the whole like thing. Lore, I guess.
Like if you read all the lore stuff, it's like, oh, I get it. But then it's like nobody does that though.
Nobody like will do it and then piece it together because you know.
Right, because it's really, really
big. It's like everything in this whole series is extremely ambiguous by nature. So it's like nobody's gonna like read it. Honestly, even getting to the DLC is fucking 30 steps into the brain meme. Like.
It was pretty simple in this, luckily. It was just the things behind the primal bonfires.
Yeah.
But yeah, I looked up how to do the Dark Souls 1 DLC. I was like, oh, I would have maybe figured that out on my own.
Okay. That screen wasn't too bad.
Maybe I should just dual hand some long swords for this fight. Dual wields. Sorry.
Dual hands.
I love it. Dual hands. Oh my god, why did I whiff all that?
I guess it's kind of like obvious where to go, or not like completely obvious, but like it like certain like important switches are already kind of locked behind gates, so you kind of know you have to like find your way there. So it gives you kind of like a starting point with this with these screens.
I see. Clever.
I mean, the Dark Souls 2 DLC entering thing was really straightforward, like especially compared to Dark Souls 1.
Bloodborne's is a little Cosmic Brain, and Dark Souls 3's is really easy. I'm sure if Demon Souls had DLC, it would have been about, like, it would have been insane.
It would have been something like take the disc out of the PS3 and then and then like you might sometimes you activate it, but then like you have to get invaded 3 times in a row, but you have to die the second time.
On pure black tendency.
Yeah, you know, like it would have been something really retarded because that whole game was retarded. All while playing on the third like controller slot, even though there's no third controller slot.
I like Demon Souls because it has the best level design in the series, in my opinion. But
what?
The level design in the whole game, in the whole series.
You think so? So far I'd say that would be Dark Souls 1, at least from what I've played of this and 2 and Bloodborne and Demon Souls. I haven't played enough of 3 to really see that. I don't know. Like everything about Blood or Demon Souls just upsets me.
Like the rest of because like the world is really filled out. There's not like a lot of empty space, and it's like there's a real sense of progression because like you can see the upcoming levels over like high ledges and shit like that. Like in Boletaria, you can look over like on the castle and you can see all the way to 1-4.
Oh,
and
right.
It's like really cool sense of progression and like just no empty space. But like there's so much weird shit in that game that it's never. World tendency will forever be the most insane thing I have ever seen.
What is world
Oh,
tendency?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to write you an essay, but
like, can you explain it in like a sentence?
Human terms?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, there is pure white tendency, or white tendency and black tendency in the worlds. When you are online in Demon Souls, basically, or offline. But if you're offline, it's neutral. If you are online, it is dependent on how many players are PvPing, who is dying, etc., etc., etc. Now, basically, there's a ton of ways that you can manipulate your tendency. This includes like dying, killing NPCs, and stuff like that. And like, basically, it's a morality meter that is never explained to you in any capacity.
Yep.
And like, the only way that you can see what tendency the world is by looking at the level selection screen, and you see what color the tombstones are. It's white or black. And like, the big thing though is that this has, world tendency and also player tendency. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about player tendency. But the thing about it is that like, this has numerous game implications for having white or black. If you have black tendency, you have there's a lot more like certain demons will show up in your world, and they're pains in the asses. There's certain quests won't like even work if you're on pure black or white. Like, you can't get one of the best weapons in the game because it's locked behind a rock if you're not on pure white tendency.
It's behind a rock. Like, there's
just this. It's like one of the bosses, the Dragon God, is like, it's just this big cinematic boss. It's garbage. But like,
it's pre-bed of chaos. That's what Brian and I were talking about one time.
But like, basically, the rock, there's just this giant boulder in front of it. It does not exist if you're on pure white tendency. And like, basically, it's just this morality meter that affects a lot of gameplay elements that you're never ever explained or shown how to manipulate in any way, shape, or form. The only way you figure it out is by looking online and seeing other people who have figured it out somehow.
Yeah. Oops.
It's the drunkest idea I've ever seen in my life.
Ah, shit. This screen is pretty labyrinth. It feels like the last screen. Maybe not. I've said that a couple times. It was not the last screen.
Oh, I was so close. Holy shit. Can't believe that happened. The most awoken mechanic. This doesn't help that I never use human effigies.
Oh, okay. You can't actually jump up, back up from here. Okay. But we can still do it. Oh my god. Right at the end.
Oops. Keep hearing spooky sounds. That might be this dragon.
Yeah, and like that's another thing, Brian, is that like one of the ways like you got black tendency was like dying. You got black tendency dying like outside the Nexus. So like, congratulations. Like, so it's really easy to end up with black tendency. And like, want to know what some of the things to get white tendency are? Okay. Listen, one, the way to get white tendency is to kill a demon that only appears if you have black tendency. Fucking fantastic. Oh, you also
Good stuff.
You also have to kill some of the phantoms, and the phantoms will only appear if you have black tendency. So,
Yep.
so, and if you kill a boss, you get white tendency, and if you kill an invading phantom, you get white tendency. So basically, you kill bosses. There's two bonus like big monsters that'll give you white tendency, and kill any invaders will get you white tendency. And black tendency comes off as dying. So one is significantly more common than the other.
Yep. So, and of course, it's a Souls game, so it's easy to die.
Oh, and if you didn't know, Moogie, in Demon Souls, if you died, you only have 50% of your health.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Yep.
lots of people complain about that. Like,
Yeah, I thought you
Really
had
complain
60%. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing.
You have 50 normally, you have 60 with the ring on, and 47 if you have black tendency.
That's right. Yeah.
all right, I got all the dandies, and now I have to fight the boss with this epic cutscene beforehand. I'm scared too, kid.
We have gathered the dandies.
So let's see what this boss is.
The dandies are yours.
Oh, we got ahaha.wave. And it, in fact, is a mixture of all the gimmicks. So, Zephyr predicted that.
I
Oh, I thought that was Wafu.
Oh,
I
Wafu.
predicted that though.
I can't
Yeah.
tell you guys apart.
That's fine.
Oh my god, it literally...
Like, it literally is a mixture of the gimmicks while shooting bullets at you.
That's so good. If anything's woke, that's woke as fuck right there.
Did you just fucking, like, charge into her with the fireball? I mean, these bullets are, like, really easy. I mean... Okay, more
But
stuff.
the fight is also apparently very, very long, so...
Of course, it's a fan game.
It's kind of like Tyson that you have to wait for an opening to hit her with.
Oh no. Oh no, this looks really bad.
So it looks like hitting her resets all the bullets on the screen?
Maybe? Can't really tell.
Also, I like how she's just not Beatrice, she's Lotka.
Yeah, however you're supposed to pronounce that, I have no idea. Oh shit, okay.
This boss is drunk as shit.
Jeez, that boss.
Wow, you missed the fireball.
Oh, and the pattern you get is actually random, okay.
Oh, I see. To think this is what Dandies would rot.
Yeah, this is the final boss of Dandies. Okay, so these bullets are aimed, so that attack's real easy. And I died to it, so... And yeah, it resets all the bullets when you hit her, so you just want to go for it. It's not like Tyson in that regard.
Glad we can bring up the original I Wanna. Oh my
The
god,
original
that's
I Wanna?
tense. Yeah, the Tyson fight.
Oh no, I'm saying Tysa, as in the Tysa
Oh.
from Camellia 3.
Okay.
He has a phase where you have to ride him around on a platform and hit him while dodging bullets. That's kind of what this is similar to.
Oh, okay.
Waffy, you should link Zephyr the Tysa fight if he hasn't seen it.
Be careful, it has some jamming music.
Okay. Colonel.
Yeah, Colonel, Tysa, whatever. People like alternately refer to him as either Colonel or Tysa, which is his Colonel in Japanese. So.
Colonel.
Yeah. He's the final boss of the Dodonpachi series.
That's for you, Brian.
I linked it in Twitch.
I said colonel. Colon, not colonel. Colonel.
That attack's pretty fun to dodge.
That's some crazy dodging.
I'm not sure if the music in this fight is actually from Humineko, but I guess it would have to be.
Sammy!
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, she's dropping potions at me. I have to grab the potions. That's interesting.
Oh, new thing.
we beat her.
Oh,
Nice.
Shit. Fucking. What was the guy in Delhi Fruit talking about?
Yeah, I mean, that was like Inferno too, and he's like a good player. I guess he just like saw the boss and immediately thought it was shit and didn't go further.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the epic ending sequence. I guess the kid killed the plush mascot thing. This is one hell of a twist ending, Wafu.
Wasn't he trying to help him? Didn't the thing? Didn't like
Yeah.
this guy just like train him
Yeah,
to take on the witch?
but the kid just killed him in cold blood. That's the kind of guy the kid is.
He is.
Jason. He's Jason Moogie.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
true. Yeah, but like I'd assume like Inferno would be able to beat that boss if he actually cared, because it wasn't hard. Yeah, it's like I think that boss is pretty okay. It was. Oh, it's very slowly zooming in on the kid / Jason. This is like an amazing cutscene.
Human Echo was never this dramatic. Can you imagine RO7 narrating this scene?
Oh god, it's still alive. It winked at us.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we beat that game. It was actually a very good game. The gimmicks were all used pretty well, and nothing felt obnoxious, even though they could have easily been used to make obnoxious design. So yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a good game. I would recommend it if you think it looks like you can handle this level of platforming. I didn't show the first stage, which is just kind of some standard dandy needle, but it's nothing bad.
Oh, finally.
Well, I figured this couldn't be too bad if Whoopi's like making the platforming.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Oh, to be
Good timing,
continued.
Moogie.
Yeah.
To be continued. Oh shit.
If they make more games like this, I'm definitely interested in playing them, because that went pretty well. Oh, time was 2 hours and 50 minutes, and deaths were 1,146. So, kind
Wow.
of
Sounds about
longish,
right.
but not too hard.
I was actually thought it was gonna be sub 1K.
Yeah, it'd be sub 1K if I weren't bad at video games, but you know, I am. Anyway, so I like randomly started streaming that because Wafu was like, "Hey, you should stream this," in it. Then spent 3 hours on it. So I should like go do things like eat and use the bathroom and like other important human functions. So I'll see you guys.
Eat? What?
Alright. See you guys later.
Alright, I'll see you. Thank you for joining in, Zephyr and Wafu. Your commentary
Sure.
on Kingdom Hearts was much appreciated.
Oh, yeah. And you're good luck there, Moogie. I
Yeah.
won basically
Oh.
the same time you won, so that was
That's
good stuff.
Congratulations, Zephyr.
God bless.
And on that note, we'll end the stream. Thank you guys for watching.
Laters.